Hey, I'm Scott Snyder, and you're watching Comics Online.
I'm here with Scott Snyder, the man behind Batman for the DC's The New 52. Scott, thanks for talking to us at Comic-Con. Where do we go from here with Batman? You've just done some crazy, deep mental things with Batman and really screwing with him. Where do you want to go next with the character?
Well, I'm actually just as excited, if not more, for the stuff we have coming up. First, we have issue 12, which focuses on Harper Row, a girl who we introduced in issue 7, who's going to play a big part in our sort of Batman world. And Becky Cloonan's drawing that issue with Andy Clark. It's out of this world fun. It's really like my Gotham Central kind of issue, where it's really about growing up and living in Gotham in this bad part in the Narrows and trying to make it without Batman. Sort of, he's in it, but it's really a personal human story. And then Zero is going to show you a Gotham that you haven't seen at all before, that really is sort of, it's going to be surprising, it's going to honor what came before, it fits in the spaces in between sort of what you've seen in year one, so it doesn't step on that, but it is going to be sort of shockingly different, I think, in a way that I'm really, really proud of. And then, of course, after that comes our next really big arc with me and Greg Capullo, our Joker story. So that one I just cannot wait for. It's been in the works for really almost like a year. I mean, for 6 months I've been really tinkering with it in terms of the actual page-by-page story, but we've been talking about it since before Tony Daniel took Joker off the table, which we collaborated on that move. So it's going to be crazy, over the top. It's going to be like Joker like you've never seen him. The biggest Joker story ever, and I just can't wait for you to see. It's not going to be for the faint of heart, though, I have to admit. It's pretty gruesome.
With a title like Death of the Family, I think fans are definitely in for a treat.
Yeah, there'll be some blood on the floor, I have to warn you. But I'm really, really proud of it in the way that it's not just sort of a crazy, violent Joker story. It really is my love letter to the Joker, where it's sort of, and it's very much about all the things I love about the character and fear about the character, and it's really an exploration of who he is psychologically in relation to Batman. So it is going to be way crazy, over the top, with all kinds of dark, twisted violence and craziness. But it's also going to be a deep character study that I'm very, very proud of. So I can't wait for you guys to see it, honestly.
When you took over Batman, what was the most important thing to you personally to convey with the character?
Well, I think for me, it really was about having getting the confidence to try and write him as though I was writing my own character. I mean, that's the trick with writing Batman secretly, or any iconic character, I think, is to be able to write him in a way where you feel like you're honoring what came before, but actually breaking from it in a way where you emphasize entirely what's interesting to you about him specifically, and write him as though you created him. And for me, that meant really focusing in the first arc here on his relationship to Gotham and its history, and focusing on this notion that he's so confident about his familiarity with the city that turning that on its head would be something that would really destabilize him. So I guess what my biggest sort of fear was about coming on Batman really was not aping what came before it, trying to do something that I felt good about in terms of making it my own. And you know, I feel really proud of it. I think there are things that I could do better, but you know, definitely, and I'm still learning. But I do feel good about that. I feel like when I hear his voice in my head, I feel like it's my own Batman voice. So I'm happy with that.
Very nice. If you were to actually get the opportunity to have any of Batman's toys, is there anything specifically that you would just have to have in your own Batcave, so to speak? Yeah,
I like the new Batcycle, man. Greg drew it in Zero. You'll see this Batcycle that's out of control, cool, with these like light up Tron lights and everything. I would have to say the cycle is probably where it's at for me. I'm a motorcycle fan, so.
Last question. You also had Night of Owls, Court of Owls tie-in coming up with Talon for the next wave. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Yeah, well, I can tell you how proud I am of my writer on it, James. I mean, I'm doing the plotting, the co-plotting with him, but he's really writing it, and I'm so proud of him for it. He was a student of mine, actually, before. And when they asked about doing a Court of Owls spin-off, I was just like, no, there's no way. I just don't have any interest in terms of, I can't come up with a good idea. And he came back to me and said, I have an idea for it, and told me this idea about this great character who was a Talon and was the only person ever to escape that fate, and the court has been hunting him for years and years. And he was an escape artist in the circus, so he has this incredibly interesting skill set. And it will take you all over the DCU. And I was so interested in it. I was just like, you know what, I would write that if I could. So, you know, I would happily put my name on it as you know, doing story by with you and helping you with the story. So I'm really excited about it. You'll learn a lot more about the court, its history, its secrets. And at the same time, I love the character and I love where he takes the series. So, and if I love the idea of bringing new blood into DC and Marvel all the time. And if that's something that you're excited about or you want, try and pick up a series like Talon, because it really is James writing it, and he's a new guy who gets a chance to write a character he really loves, and he's sort of created. So, give it a shot, because I'm really proud of him for it, and I'm proud of the series too.
Well, everything you've done with the New 52 has been extremely exciting. I know fans have really been attached to the Batman stuff, and we look forward to more. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys, and thanks a lot for picking it up. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks. Stay tuned for more at Comics Online.